Hi, my name is Muhammad Azmi bin Muhammad Dani and my metric number 20568.
Hello, my name is Shahrul Fazli bin Azri and my metric number is 208,059.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Afif bin Muhammad Saleh. My matrix number is 208122.
Hello, my name is Namishami bin Abdullah and my matrix number is 208149.
My name is Izrans. My matrix number is 209018.
Okay, let's start our discussion today. Hello and welcome to our discussion today. Everyone, hi.
Hi,
Hello, guys.
Welcome everyone. Okay, let's start our discussion.
Okay, based on our discussion today, our topic to discuss is cyberbullying. Have you guys ever heard this before?
No.
Maybe yes.
Yes, I heard this before. Majority of teens have experienced some form of cyberbullying, right?
That's correct, Afif. This issue is going to be critical among us right now. No doubt, technology has a lot of benefits. However, it also comes with a negative side. It has given birth to cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the act of bullying in the form of digital media or device. It is a modern term for bullying. We've merged with the rise of internet with mobile devices. To put it simply, cyberbullying refers to the misuse information technology to harass others.
Oh, just like that.
Oh, just like that.
So it means, just like what you have said before, the majority of this issue is experienced by the teenager. So I think the highlight point here is the peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying.
Yes, we agree with you.
Correct, Ezian. In my point of view, young people are more likely to find it helpful to confide in peers. It is because the adolescent nowadays seems to spend more time with their friends compared to their family, especially to those who are stayed in hostel. Therefore, they are more comfortable to share any of their problem or issue with their friends instead of to their parents or to the teachers. Some of their friends also might have the ability to be mobilized to take action against the cyber bullies. For instance, they could give the emotional support to their friends, since I think friends is have a strong influence on student emotional and effective development that can reduce the cyber victim anxiety. Am I right?
Yes, great.
So does anyone have anything to say?
Sure. Me. In my opinion, a good peer can bring an individual to high moral function when there are spaces such as activity, the leisure time, so their activity will be filled with beneficial activity and far from involvement of cyberspace. For example, if a group of friends takes a part of volunteer project, it may inspire others to join in something they may have otherwise not been involved with. Undoubtedly, the advances of the internet today has made a lot of teenagers now even more expert than other adults. So, therefore, this advanced technology is not explored well and even a bad impact on other individuals.
Yes, I agree.
Um, so, Susan, what do you think of Asmi's point?
That's true in a way. However, in my opinion, I think that many of the peers are immature. They have no idea on how to tackle with the cyberbullying cases compared with the parents or relative authorities which has more experience in handling cyberbullying, such as the police. Just for example, the police will be more expert and more clear about the procedure in tackling cyberbullying and start the investigation. So I think cyberbullying could be solved faster and more effectively than the peers. And furthermore, in my opinion, I think there are many people who were cyberbullied by their peers, not other people. Due to jealousy, peer pressure, and intolerance, cyberbullying often happens among peers. Sometimes the peer will choose to join in a cyberbullying or even cheer for them through online because they might think that the cyberbullying is just for fun and doesn't mean anything.
I see, that makes sense. But in my opinion, young people find it more comfortable to open up their problem with peers instead of teachers and parents. I believe that teenagers are most likely scared and hesitant to tell their worries and difficulties to the adults. In fact, this is because they thought that adults didn't fully understand what kind of problem they are faces, and maybe some of them expect it to be some kind of joke with their friends on the internet. Before this, as I remember, I had read an article from Dr. Karita Medeki that says a friend seems to be an emotional tonic, and it seems like I agree with this statement. Social support and distraction can also be some of the way that peers can help the youth to navigate in ups and downs of their life.
So Nazmi, in other words, you are saying that adolescents are starting to become relayless on adults in their life and more dependent on their peers to share of any of their problems. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely right.
Okay, um, I would say something that actually that is actually true for me. And to be honest, I also agree with Cezanne's opinion on also how these peers are mostly about young people and students who are mostly are immature. But yeah, there was no statistically proof shown that the involvement of peers in this issue helps significantly on tackling cyberbullying, but it does help in reducing it. Looking back at the points given by Nazmi, Sharul, and Azme, I totally agree with them. Among peers, there is a common understanding via emotionally relatable by experience and such. Having adults handle this case, the crisis is not that effective as the age or generational gap between them, the peers of mostly high schoolers or university students, which live in the modern era with more understanding on advanced technologies. The understanding on how to solve the issue by adults are different as they do not fully experience the effect on themselves and more likely on a daily basis. As peers themselves, they can spread more awareness on this issue as they can find sympathy and empathy more easier with the victims of cyberbullying. Talking about awareness, there is actually a community called Cyber Mentors, which is an initiative based in the UK, which helps and train young people on how to overcome cyberbullying and how to respond to them.
Oh, I have heard about that. With this kind of approach, people can learn to protect themselves against cyberbullying through e-safety guidelines. It is important for them to be aware of things which are considered as acceptable or not in cyberbullying. Later on, they should be more aware that whether their act is actually a part of cyberbullying or not, or be brave enough to take the right action when facing this kind of threat.
You're right. This initiative will be a really big help to those who are afraid to speak up.
Yes, having a look at this approach really opens my eyes that there's hope on resolving this issue with the help of peers themselves. So what more are we waiting for? We should take the most out of it and be inspired by them on tackling this kind of issue.
After I heard all the opinions, I think it makes sense also with the point saying that the peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying, as the peer are the closest friend to the cyber victim. So the peer should get to know about the cyberbullying faster and tackle it.
So to sum up, based on our discussion, we have all agreed that peers should play an important role in tackling cyberbullying, as peers can play a part in prevention of cyberbullying by creating an awareness among their friends. Besides that, we also need to consider that the network and social group where this form of abuse could be happens, as well as the role that digital words play in the emotional lives of today's youth. as well as the disturbing fact that the cyber victims can be targeted at any time and from any place in this world. So guys, I think that's all for today. Thank you everyone for giving your cooperation in this discussion.
Okay.
Have a nice day and see you guys later.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.